Welcome to part 1 of the Macedon campaign for the Et Impera 1.2. If you're wondering why I'm starting on the campaign map, it's due to the fact that I've already recorded an introduction video for this series. So if you want to know a bit more detail about Macedon and the reasons for playing this Let's Play, feel free to watch that video. For any of you guys who are not particularly interested in that, I will do a quick overview introduction just to give you a little bit of background. The reason I'm playing Macedon is it's the most requested faction I've had for a Let's Play, and I saw a survey recently on the Total War Center forum, and Macedon is one of the most popular factions. Playing as Macedonia is pretty interesting because it's got a roster of pikes and cavalry, so we're better string that combination together. And I think before we get really into the main gameplay, let's have a look at the overall strategy. What we're looking at in this Let's Play is recreating Alexander's empire, which means we're going to have to come down to about here in Egypt, and of course we're going to have to come east. That's going to be the main focus of the initial start to this campaign, where what we will do is probably go bigger than actually what Alexander did, because I don't think he took Pontus, but we will. I think we'll be looking to get up to here. I think we've got Keith over here, which will define our northern borders. I don't think Alexander actually conquered the Arabian Peninsula either, but we may take a few, although desert fighting is going to be a bit tricky. And then once we've established an Eastern Empire, then we will go after either Rome or Carthage, depending on how well they sort their battles out. And of course, the first thing you need to do when you play as Macedon, you need to carve out a strong foothold in this area, which means we're going to be going after the Anatolian League. And of course we need to take Macedonia. Of course we've got Sparta down here, which probably invariably declare war on us, which is a pain in the neck. And of course we're going to have to deal with Epirus. Hopefully they will be distracted with a war against Rome. And I think we're going to start with some... No, what we're going to do is have a quick look at this first. Right. So, it's not a bad draw. These guys are okay. These hate Easterners, that's going to be a bit of a problem. These guys hate barbarians, which is going to be an even bigger problem, because I want to make some treaties with the barbarians. He's a diplomat. I'm not sure what a diplomat actually is. +1 loyalty for every case where the player has more than 100 positive relations with another faction. -1 loyalty for... Oh, that could be interesting. Don't know if that counts as war. And what I do, yep, we've got an inept leader, so we're going to need to get our faction leader into a battle ASAP. I think the... Oops, no. And let's have a quick look here. Now, if any of you guys are not familiar with the start, these initial traits are hard-coded. This one is for the faction leader, and with this, when this guy dies, Antonius II, that passes on to his successor. And this, so he's a sociopath, great. But he's got -5 upkeep for all land units, -10% for all ships. And these are random. This is actually fixed. Experience, tempers, the man's actions. Right, so that's an agent 1. Growth per turn, -5% construction cost. That's Thessalonian nobility. And they're all quite young as well. 18, wow. And he's got... Well, that could be a 5 local industry. That could be quite useful. Okay. I mean, I could take a chance, and we're probably going to raise him as a general. This is 2. This is Hellenic nobles. I think what we'll do is we'll get a political marriage. And what have you got here? -5% campaign movement. Which, thank you. But it gets +2% gravitas per turn. Okay, so that's not a particularly very good start. Of course, we're going to go for the diplomacy, because what I really want to do is get these guys on board with a trade agreement. I prefer trade agreements first, and I'm actually going to pay these guys to guarantee that, because if you get one, what should happen is we should get a snowball effect now with these guys.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom is not welcome.
Yeah, so this guy's high.
And have a point.
I mean, we could be a bit sneaky now. Get something. I don't want to push my luck too far.
All All praise to the
Let's
gods.
say, so
They have
by paying for them, we actually get. These guys don't like us, and we can't trade with them anyway. I wouldn't mind getting these guys on board.
You have the ear of my people. Do not waste words. We are worthy of better.
Nope. Okay. Who else do we want to trade? I wouldn't mind trading with Athens. Okay, have a quick look. Athens. Athens doesn't
Enter,
like
friend,
us.
and speak.
Nope.
We shall.
How about Pergamon? Can't trade with Pergamon. How about Bithynia?
Greetings. We are civilized folk.
Yep, they've accepted. Thank you.
You speak with wisdom and.
Of course, we're not going to get a trade deal with the
Greetings.
Seleucids.
We are civilized
Nope.
folk, so
Okay.
you may speak as you.
But Lydia, I don't think we can actually do.
Greetings.
Nope.
Well,
Okay,
do
that's
not
because they follow their
stand
masters.
there mute
Now
as though
Sparta's
the tongue
invariably
cut
going to
from
declare
your
war on
head.
us on the
Speak.
first turn. That's what normally happens with. So there's no point worrying too much about Sparta. So we've got off to a fairly good start. We've got a nice big income now because we got those trade agreements. That's a big factor when you start this campaign. And of course we're going to go blitzkrieg against the Anatolian League. So we need to get this. General Denner, can we move a bit any further? No, okay. Right. And what can we recruit? You're going to get up. We need a very strong front pike line. Oh, we're going to recruit 2. So that's going to be fun. Certainly want the cavalry. Wow, they're expensive, but I think they will make a difference in this first battle. We're only going to use them for one battle. It's the way to spend the money. Certainly want the cell swords and these. And we'll take the mercenary pikemen as well. Don't think I really want. I think maybe we'll take one set of. Use the cheapest. Yeah, the cheapest. I think they can keep that one because I do have a plan, and that is what was the guy again? Got to get used to these guys. Thessalian nobility. Right. Oh, we're going to build that as well while I'm looking at it. And here, got here. You're the Thessalian nobility. -1 empire maintenance. I think I'd rather have this guy because he's got the lower loyalty. Just to illustrate, guys, we're protected for those 20 turns, but after that, so you want to use these 20 turns to actually build this up. So actually, I haven't looked at these. So he hates Easterners and he hates barbarians. So got -6, but the Imperium level is, and we've now got rid of the inept trait from our leader. So that's actually solved the problem a little bit in this area, because whenever you start this campaign, you always start with the faction leaders being inept, and if you can get in a few, how can you say, if you can get in a few trade agreements and all that, you can get rid of that trait very, very quickly. Kingdom, yeah, okay, right. So yeah, we're just going to. I think we're just going to raise you. Of course, all my generals will be mounted on cavalry. Right, so that gives us -416. That's okay. I think I'm tempted to spend the money. What's that? We got a little bit of food at the moment. That was gonna cost us 3 food, but I think building that up, 1, it will increase the garrison, and I think 2, that will give us a bit more cash. Of course, we've got to do some research. Normally I would go for, where is it, this, to get a dignitary. Very, very tempted, but at the same time, champion, I'm kind of inclined to go for a champion first. Dignitary, champion, that gives me library. Wealth from agriculture enables building pastures. What else do we get here? Would get a library in and a healer. Okay, enables rank 1 dignitaries. I think we're going to go with that. Oops, sorry. I think getting a dignitary in will help build up the empire. That's all we can do this turn. I've done diplomacy, I've done the recruitment, and so I think we're going to go for an end turn, guys. End turn 1. Wow, that's the first. Sparta did not declare war on me on the first turn. Right. Ah, that's a good sign, because these will be preoccupied, and they're also weaken themselves a little bit. And I think what we're going to do is declare war the proper way against the Anatolian League.
I am honored to receive this embassy.
We've got no
And will
allies,
listen with interest to all you.
and we're still steadfast because we did it the proper way. And I think what we'll do is bring you down to here, because if Sparta stays friendly towards us, we can come up and maybe consider having a crack at Epirus. Right, I'm going to bring you, I think, right, I'm going to bring you in to attack, and then encircle, because I want my second general down. He's going to be my second piece of heavy cav. So we've got that area there now. Let's just have a quick look. Does Sparta like us? Still hostile. Okay. And of course this is going to be our first battle. And I can imagine what the auto resolve. Yeah, forget it. We'll be fighting this. Well, it's the first battle of the campaign anyway, so you've got to fight the first battle. And they've come out onto the field. That's good. That means we will be able to bring our cavalry into action. Right, it's raining, thank you. And it's nice and dry. Wow. Oh, lovely defensive position, but we've got to attack. Right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring this guys up to here. Right, let's just line up our defensive line here. Oops. What am I doing? Right. These guys are pikes. This is a hoplite unit. I think. Well, we might as well just line these guys up here, and then we'll form them into a defensive line. Put these over here on this side. That got to be on the right side, and I think we'll have the saddle swords there. And I think got 2 sets of light missile infantry. Well, I think we're just gonna put these guys together. Right. Where's my generals coming in on that flank? So we put this up here. Wait there. Now, what we should get is a defensive line across here. So I think we're just going to start the battle, guys. And then what we're going to do is bring this front line down to there.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Yep. Oops. Get that back there. Guys over there. Peltas. And let's move these guys in. Here's the defensive line. So what I want to do is come up close to this defensive line and see if we can draw their army across their own defences. Because these would be spike picks. It looks like an antelope's already strode into that one. We got spikes out here and rocks. Well, we could send our camp out that far. Okay, this could be interesting. Right, wait. The camera's being a bit frisky at the moment. Right. What I'm gonna do is get the pike line there. Plates there. Keep the infantry guys just wait. Cav just hang around near the tar pits, or whatever they're called. Send these guys forward. Right, let's get these guys into position, form line. Agrigani X-Men are being a little bit exposed. Slingers, I want you to come forward. Okay. I want you guys to edge forward a little bit. So what I want to do is draw their forces over the... Okay.
At speed, Agriarian axe. Advance at speed.
Right.
Slingers.
Okay, it doesn't look like they want to
Quick march. Ready and waiting.
right,
Attack.
engage those.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Right.
Run shield pikes.
Guys move forward a bit.
At speed.
Got here. Got light missile infantry. You guys go for that gap. Keep these cell swords. Right. Pike line. They got cav coming in. Oops.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden
Okay.
units. Macedon!
Right. Here comes the cav charge in. Right onto the pikes.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Now! For the gods of Olympus! Advance at speed!
Right.
Commander! Riders! At the double!
Right, we've drawn those guys in. Right, Pautas, you go across. You can take the damage. Right.
Riders!
The
Advance!
men are wavering.
Right, these guys.
Missiles ready and waiting.
Right,
Yours to command.
Bell swords in.
The enemy general is dead.
Right. Right, enemy general's dead. It's not going according to plan.
Missile infantry ready. Hades, take our enemy. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, right. These guys are now
Ready and waiting. Advance at speed. Ready and waiting. At your service.
right. General in.
Orders. Command ready.
I want to throw you guys into the attack. Adrian X-Men. Slingers.
Our general is under attack.
Right, you guys in there. That's my main general. Ow. Right, through. This is where my generals and
Ready and waiting.
right.
Taxis. Ready and waiting. Protas. Break off. Commander.
Right, cell swords.
Heavy horse at your command.
General.
General. Into flying wedge
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And here we go. Thessalians. Wait, over here.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yep.
Ready and waiting.
Wait, where's my general? Out.
Understood. Tribune us. Front shield ranks.
Right, these guys are taking a few more casualties. Right.
Charge. Ready. Tackle alert. Commander. For honor and glory.
Right, it's turning into a bit more of a scrum than I thought it would be.
As you
I think
command.
you guys can break out because these guys are all dead. Right, Axeman,
Companion cavalry.
companion cavalry,
We await orders.
general, pull back. That right, they've gone. Let you guys get a little bit of experience.
Companion cavalry.
Right, just going to speed this up.
Cut them down.
Yeah, pretty good. Took a few casualties on these units, but we're probably going to get rid of some of these anyway because they're pretty expensive. Right. I certainly probably have to get rid of these guys because I think they're 700 a pop, so... Right, I think that's it, guys. Just going to quit the battle, end battle. Yeah, we lost 244. We killed 1,837. Lot of friendly fire there, though. Unless we run into some pits or something. Probably lost a few troops in there. Yeah, a lot of friendly fire and that. But never mind. And of course, we're just going to occupy. And down they go.
Ready for battle.
And the Anatolian League is no more.
Commander.
Right. We certainly want to get rid of these guys. We can't afford them. And is that I think we're get rid of these mercenary Palsats as well. I don't really want them. You guys weren't particularly that good, so I'll probably get rid of that. We'll keep these guys for the moment. And of course what we're going to do is recruit our own front line now. See, hopefully we will get... Yeah, I think if we get 3 sets of slingers, I don't think we can get any more. No, okay. So... And we're back in the black again. Of course, we've got massive public order issues. How's the culture here? We should be way ahead on the culture, so we don't need a temple or anything like that. Okay. I'm very, very tempted to build artillery. Because if we need to take Athens, that would be very, very tempting. But then making some cash would be far more important. Our food situation were not too bad, but maybe the public order. No, I think we're going to go aggressive. We're going to go for that area there.
Commander.
And now we could come down. Let's have a quick look at what Sparta's up to first. Then we'll send the spy up this way. Right. So I think that's all we can do this turn, guys. Just going to go for an end turn. Oh, got some unassigned skills because our general's got in on
Ready for
action.
battle.
Certainly want him to be a knight commander, as we may need that. And let's have a quick look also at politics. Yep, he won a battle, so he's now lifted up. So this is looking strong. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. So we don't have that much cash left, so we're going to have to spend a little bit of time now just consolidating Right, trouble population war declared. Pergamon. Oh, good. That's something I wouldn't mind. I think Sparta doesn't seem to be that upset with us at the moment, so I'm kind of. And it looks a bit like Epirus is exposed,
At your command.
so I think we're going to come down to here
Commander,
and
is that all?
well, get some more units. I think we're going to need. We've got a strong enough front line now. We need some infantry, and we got our general working with that there. Right, we don't have that much in the way of cash. I think we're going to go with another set of slingers because they're cheap. And I think maybe we will have, so we have 3 pikes, hoplites, and all that. I think we'll just go with that. What I would like to do, if there's no armies lurking around here, and
Ready for battle.
you to come
On
back
the
to
move.
here, just in case.
Waiting for more orders.
Stance ambush. Why?
We
Oh, of course he
hunger
can't
for battle.
patrol because he's, yeah, don't worry, it's me being a bit
Commander,
thick, guys. I mean, probably can't recruit anything anyway.
soldiering. It's a good life.
Yeah, because he can't patrol because he doesn't have units. Okay, right. And how many turns off? We got 3 turns, 4 turns. Okay, right. We're just gonna go for an end turn. Right, war declared. Suclids in Egypt. That's okay. Right, they're really getting stuck in up over there. Right, now what I want to do is see if I can
on
find
the road again.
Apollonia. You've got a garrison of 11. I'd love to take that out.
Ready for battle.
At your command.
We
Right, we're going to go for it, guys.
At once.
Yeah, I know we're trespassing.
Ready for orders. March.
I mean,
Ready for further.
I mean, the public order over here is going to be absolute rubbish, but I think we've got to go for it, guys. If we can force out Epirus there, and take Apollonia and be able to hold it, that would be fantastic. So I think that's all we can do this turn, guys. Just going to go for an end turn.
Now you have time to joke
great.
about my people with your usual.
I suppose it was inevitable, and of course it would probably mean Sparta will come north, but I'd rather take Apollonia first and then make contact with the Romans, and then hopefully the Romans will be friendly. So we may lose Larissa. Right.
Ready for battle. March.
And we're
Commander,
going to bring in
at
here.
once. Is that all?
Declare war. Yep, thank you.
Escape.
Right, we've got a guaranteed win here, but again, I don't want the auto resolve is 88%. I think we can do better than that, guys, and I do want to get my generals in, so we're just going to assault the battlefield. I mean, the archers are going to be a challenge, but we've got slingers. Of course, we've got total cav superiority. Right, start deployment. And I think we're going to have is we're going to put the pike line here with ties actually on the outside. So we're going to have like a big front line here. Our general is coming in from, our second general is coming in from there, so I have this cav, keeps on doing that. We have our second general out here, so you may be able to take advantage of, and of course what we will do is have a couple of slingers on this side. Now because we got lots of slingers, may happen is they will come out at us. And what we got left, yeah, we saw that pal set, right? I think you can support that side, and you can support that side, and I think you guys are just going to come in the center. I think maybe we will be replacing you once we fought this battle, right? Right, let's just move the front line forward a bit. Let's move you in.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Yep. And they've got, okay, it goes without saying that their navy is going to come in from that side.
Slingers!
Right, let's bring the slingers in.
Missiles awaiting targets.
Right, they're retreating back towards the city centre. Okay, that's going to be fun. I think what we will do is we'll push these pikes through into this direction, and we'll attach these guys in. We will put getting through these streets is going to be fun.
Swords!
Get you guys this way.
Peltasts!
Bring these peltasts through as well.
Slingers!
Slingers up there.
Advance at speed!
Yeah, they're kind of congregating in the centre here, pulling back. But we'll be okay, guys.
We await
Right.
your command. We await orders.
Let's go over there.
Ready and waiting.
And up here.
Hoplites! Ready for orders!
Ready and waiting.
Right,
Draw weapons. Advance at speed.
right, let's get our
Companion cavalry.
generals onto these.
At your service.
Don't want these
Companion cavalry!
want these guys run down as quickly as possible. Right, slingers.
Proud sons of Macedon!
Right, just push you this way.
Men ready for orders!
Pikemen.
Advance at speed! Peltasts!
Palsats, you support those.
Hoplites at the ready!
You guys. That way. That way.
Charge! Swords! Engage!
Right.
Slingers!
Slingers up this way.
Hoplites ready! Happy to
Stays this way.
Companion cavalry.
Right, cavalry onto those. Right,
run shield pikes! For Macedon!
push this through
Our
here.
general is under attack.
How could our general be under attack? Right,
Pikes ready! At the
you guys there.
At the double!
Right, I want you guys to break off that way. Oops, get out of there, don't use formations.
At speed! Missiles awaiting targets! Slingers! Aye!
Get these guys in there.
Light infantry at your command! Peltasts!
Right,
At your service!
slingers up that way. Right. General, I know I'm running you all over the field, but I want you. Right.
Slingers! Quick march! Commander! Ready!
Right.
Hoplites! Missile infantry at your command!
Guys push through there.
Run shield pikes! In service of the people! Form
So
phalanx!
you guys get into there.
Hades, take our orders!
Right, you guys start firing into there.
Melee troops awaiting orders. Hoplites ready!
Right. Got here. These are Greek citizens. They're the Achilles heel. That's why I want my. Right, that's the heavy phalanx.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right. The Greek citizens won't stand against. Right. Got here. Greek citizens. Wait for the general. Come up here and support. Right, come on. Bit of a leisurely pace. You guys can't be exhausted just yet. Oh, they're tired already. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's because I've been running these guys all over the battlefield. Right, you guys break off. Push in this way. Oops. It's combat even, but slingers, you keep firing into the backs of these. General out. Right. Adrianian axeman.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, general round that way. Right. General, come up this side. Okay.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Right. Did get these guys into battle quick enough, did I? Okay, I think you're tired, so you need to rest really. Okay. Right, we've got closing action with these. Adrianian axeman. Right, these guys are broken. Hey. Probably we need to get these missile troops out of the way. You don't need you anymore. Right. General, just squeeze up onto these guys. How are you doing? Right, you're struggling on this side, but guys come into here. Right, Hoplites. Right, this cav is doing really well. Right, we've got the swordsman coming in. Right, we should have these guys now crushed between these two fronts. Right. General, yeah, you're a bit winded, so. Okay. Right, inspire. Right. That's my. Right, the infantry is doing really well. And right, we've got end battle. So we've now lost 156. That's pretty good. Now most of that was done to that pike line, but we'll be okay, guys. And down they go. So we've now got Apollonia. And of course we're going to get. And what we do need now, get this guy back this way quickly as possible. Very, very tempted to send my agent over to make contact with the Romans, but I think I'd rather have my agent down here actually, just to see what Sparta's up to, because we've got pretty bad public order now. So, and let's have a quick look here. I don't think these guys have done. I mean, they've got better morale, better charge bonus. I think what we can do is get rid of these guys now and recruit our own. And I think that's all we're going to do, because obviously I'm going to need to actually cash. Right, we got some. Certainly going to want campaign movement range and that there. Anything else we got here? Our household expands. That's a good. Got here at the moment cunning, wealth from local provinces, +3. No, don't want that really. Household expands. Cunning. No, don't really want that. Faction encountered, Syracuse, Rome. Okay, so we don't need to send our agent over because we've actually encountered these factions. Wow. Newly captured regional bonus, because we've now got the whole area here. Probably don't need that, so we can knock that down so we can get some. Okay. Let's do some diplomacy. Rome, do you like us?
You will find me a willing and attentive audience for your speech. Give tongue to your words, and I will answer.
Nope. Not going to risk that just yet. So Rome is that. If we stay at war, that might, our relations might improve with that. Syracuse don't like us for some reason. How about Carthage? Carthage is actually at war with Epirus, so
It
as long
is
as
an
they're.
honor to hear your words.
Oh, great.
What do you wish? These
This is one thing I really hate about the diplomacy in Rome 2 and those Total War games. I mean, these guys like us. They're 52. They're friendly. Why can't we get a trade agreement with them? Anyway, I think what we're going to do now is go on the defensive and turtle up a little bit while I stabilise this province. So we're just going to go for an intern, guys. Right, so we got an edict. What do we want? -4 food. Wealth generated. I think we're going to go bread and games in the short term, and hopefully we'll get some. We've now got. We're going to need to get this up and running ASAP. Say. And how's the garrison building up in Larissa? Yeah, it's still pretty weak. Anyway, let's go for an intern, guys. And actually, I think this will be the last. Thank you, Rome. Why? Yes, we will take that. And eventually we will get a non-aggression pact with them. I mean, quite often Sparta declares war and does nothing. Yeah, rebellion imminent in Macedonia. I think what I'm going to do is get you round to here. Just going to have a look, see at what Sparta's doing. They're recruiting, so we're probably going to need to keep this army here. Right, so it's -4 at the moment. I'm a bit inclined to chuck in some cheap troops. We've got a little bit of cash. Got artillery. I don't really want to recruit artillery at the moment. I think what we're going to do is get a couple of cheap slingers. The reason for that, guys, is so that I can deploy him as to impose public order, not actually fight a battle. We've got a workshop in Larissa. Okay. And I think in the short term, I mean, we could go with that. That would give us... I think I'd rather go for food here for the moment. And, okay, maybe we'll go one more turn, guys, just to see if we can deal with the... And I think if you go into patrol, that should stabilise the public order. And as I say, what we're going to do now is spend a few turns stabilising Macedon and trying to get things sorted out. And then ideally I would like to go this way, but I've got a feeling we're going to have to deal with Sparta first. So what we're going to do is go for one more end turn, guys, and then that will be it for this part. And our campaign is off to a pretty good start, actually. Famous last words.
The bravery of men,
Great.
not words, is all that is between us now.
Right, retreat.
Fall back! Journey completed.
Yeah, yeah, really annoys me when the game does that. I think what we're going to have to do is swap these armies round a bit. That's going to leave Apollonia exposed, but that will be for the next part. So, mission issued, defeat, yep. Athens, we've got a little bit of cash built up. We've now got our guys here. Got here, how big's this army? 12. Right. Anyway, that's going to be for the next part, guys. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.